A breathable atmosphere millions of miles from Earth. How very thoughtful. A little overkill for mine tastes, but it gets the job done. A present for me? Oh, you shouldn't have. A shame you cannot feel the delicious splendor of hypothermia. Ah, Edward, you're getting out over your proverbial skis. Ah, fine. I shall graciously accept your help this once. Oh, the possibilities! Admit it, I am a demon behind the wheel. Yeah! Again! Reminds me of home. Alert me if you wish me to administer a lethal injection. And to whom? And not for the first time do I hold an entire world in mine hands. Another world with a breathable atmosphere? How very considerate. Are you also a dentist, Gray? I think his teeth went flying. Are you conducting an experiment in jeopardy, Dr. Gray? As Crystal. You see things in black and white. I prefer shades of gray. Beam diameter could be bigger, in my opinion. Because, Dummkopf, I am clearly the best qualified member of this team to understand and rectify our situation. Call and response is a logical way to start a dialogue. Celebrate? Nein. I will bring all of my resources to bear on understanding and duplicating the powers our host here has displayed. Clearly, there was no me in your benighted timeline. More's the pity. Come on, little warrior. Come to me, Horde. I relish the thought of repelling you. Cost? I know more of cost than you could ever possibly imagine. Nevertheless, for its own sake, the work must continue. Danke, sir. Did it hurt a lot? I promise I won't laugh if you say yes. Did you adjust the dosage to make me even more powerful? Do not get your foul, disgusting alien goo on my favorite gloves! Do not resist, you obnoxious soup can! Don't hold your breath. I can only imagine navigating perforations in space-time is highly complicated. Don't worry, Nikolai! Perhaps your cycloptic countryman will save you. Dr. Thurston, I presume? Oh, this is a particularly dirty-looking pipe. Enjoy the rapid contraction of your atoms. Enough chit-chat, Weaver. Memory lane can wait for later. Even we scientists can resort to more primitive methods. Evidently, your recovery didn't include improvements to your brain. Excuse me, but are you quite well? Fear not. This doesn't mean I actually respect you. From symbols to symbols. Give them hell, Maya. You know they deserve it. Oh, go shoot something. You'll melt that underdeveloped mush you call a brain, trying to keep up with my intellect. Good, Dempsey. You're coming to terms with your place in this relationship. Good hunting. But I don't recommend eating your kill. I agree with your approach, Maya. Faces are indeed overrated. I am open to input, Fraulein, but I set mine own schedule and make my own fate. Even here, I am seldom greeted warmly. I can't imagine why. I am so glad you are learning about modern treatments. I am the obvious first choice. I appreciate the help, but next time, can you be more gentle? I assume Dempsey spent his childhood shooting barrel-dwelling fish. I assume this book has more pictures than words. I believe the restoration was utterly wasted on you. I cannot fathom why Vatharian restored Dempsey and Maya. I'd say mount a counter-offensive, but you lack the manpower. I did that. I made it happen! I truly am the best of us! I don't mean to be ungrateful, but you're not very good at first aid. I don't understand why you take no pleasure in killing. It's fun! I grow increasingly weary of fixing the mistakes of others. I guess age before beauty isn't his thing. I have built many mazes for mice. I know when I am the mouse. I have confidence you will prevail, Takeo. Not total, but some. I'm flattered you're taking an interest, Vatharian. Then again, I am pretty damned interesting. I meant no offense earlier. but you do possess a certain animal cunning that is essential to our survival. I meant nothing by it, but it seems I struck a nerve. I see sanity is treating you nicely. You're welcome for that, by the way. I understand your eagerness to go home. But what is waiting for you there? I want you to know, Major, despite your intellectual limitations, I value your combat acumen. I wish I had a thermopile to properly measure the damage. I won't call it quid pro quo, but you do owe me a quid. If I'd known the plugs were so different here, I would have brought mine adapter. If I'd known we were using bone saws, I would have brought mine own. If I had built you, we will all be dead by now. If I keep you alive, I might get to experiment on you later. Infantile, yet surprisingly entertaining. Is this how you got your rank? By having major problems? You see what I did there? It is good that you recognize my vast importance. It is hard to focus on mere survival when this place sends my brain into overdrive. It is open. Make room so I can work. It's amazing how many tubes and pipes can fit in a human body. Yeah, I'll tell the Shadowsmith you sent us. Now let me hear myself think. Yeah, we're all very surprised. Let's get this over with. Yeah, they have prior experience fighting these ghouls. And yet they are just as mystified by this place as we are. Just like catching butterflies. Now where did I leave mine killing jar? Just like my last patient, but fewer pieces. Keep shooting like that, and I may not have to kill you, Mac. Lobotomies can be very therapeutic. When did you have yours, Nikolai? Merely curious why you were restored before me. More bodies! More! For the tower, of course. Nikolai might die. Does anyone have popcorn? Nothing like a little murder to keep the machinery running. Oh, clever girl. The doctor always wins. You'll learn that soon enough. Oh, dear Dempsey, just when you got the color back in your cheeks. I absolutely adore when they start taking things personally. Oh, look, a portal. Oh, no, did we upset the silly rock lady? How scary. Oh, wunderbar. We get to hear more of its little digs. Ah, yes. I'd know that solar system anywhere. Once power is restored, I do hope we get to play with the organ. Our benefactor got us close, but it was my thrust modifications that stuck the landing. Our path to freedom is illuminated by the lamp of science, Elizabeth. Pathetic absurdity, hiding a gem inside. Perhaps Vatharian was worried you would lose your mind sooner if you remained drained, so to speak. Perhaps we should refrain from further verbal jousting, Major. Politics is a game for lesser men. The Reich nourished my work, letting it flourish, free from interference or bureaucracy. Quite entitled for someone who hasn't got a leg to stand on. Right in the orbital socket! Oh, that's going to sting! Russian medicine! Based in all of Russia. That's me doing you. Saddest excuse for a gas giant I've ever seen. Scheiße! Schnell! Our enemies advance with fervor and ferocity. See? I bet you couldn't have done that with your katana. Silly little monsters and their urges. How trite. So, who here is familiar with the Martian alphabet? So, you are useful after all. Someone's got a case of the dropsies. Something out there is saying, keep it down, I'm trying to sleep. Sometimes I think I was born asking for trouble. Stay in the moment, stay alive. A universe is not conquered all at once. Still failing? Even after your recent transformative experience? Success is its own reward. But tangible rewards make it better. Such deadly effect with nothing but glass and the proper angle. Surely this can't be the first time you've been surrounded, Weaver. Tab A, meet slot B. Oh, it's like dating. Takeo, can you see how happy I am to see you? Talking to oneself is an early sign of madness. Thank you for nursing me back to relative health. That is not ideal. That was particularly ruthless. even for an American. The kind that brings world wars to an end, my dear. That is all you need to know. The others are all very annoyingly uncooperative. I have been nothing but a model of charm and grace. The portals we were pulled through are closed. We don't understand how they were opened, so yeah, you might want to get comfortable. The saucers generate a shield for this lumbering film prop. The telescope remains intact despite the punishing heat. Perhaps it is of German construction. There is so much to exploit in this realm. So many paths to power. This is Mars. Herr Wells, I want my money back. This isn't much of a bright side, is it? This weapon is exquisite. This will help you feel better, even if you're still sickened by me. This would be better if he had nerves. Try running your mouth, Maya. Isn't that your usual strategy? Tisk, tisk, over already. Unfair advantages are reserved for me and me alone. Unlike you Luddites, I know how to operate an observatory. Up periscope. No. Up telescope? No. Nothing is going up! Was that a tactical error, or are you drawing them into a trap? We will now proceed to the next step of the brain surgery. Removing the skull! Well done, Takeo. I do appreciate a good beheading. Well, it appears the stakes have been raised. Thrilling! Were it not for our dire situation, I would leave you to die. What an insufferable metal noisemaker! What on earth would I do without me? What's the matter, little space skull? Ran out of brain matter? When I escape this hellhole, Group 935 will have a whole new agenda. When you shoot, don't miss! Also important in the toilet. When your enemies are stupid, outsmart them with violence! Whoops! I'm all thumbs today! Why would I care that you have your rosy cheeks back? It will be to our benefit to restore me as soon as possible. Will this finally stop you from bearing a grudge? Word of advice, try not falling over. It puts us all in danger. Worry not, Takeo. There are still more battles to be fought. Would you mind buffing mine boots while you're down there? Wow, Dempsey. I almost expected you to put a knife in my back. Wow, Nikolai. Did that one do something to your mother? Wunderbar, Carver. Feeling a lot of pent-up anger? Yeah, I too am eager to be restored like Dempsey and your potty-mouthed lady friend. You and I are unlike our knuckle-dragging allies, Dr. Gray. You sense this as well, yeah? You can repay me later, though interest will be accrued. You may be less brilliant than I am, but you are gifted nonetheless. You're a doctor, but interestingly, you couldn't heal yourself. You will come to appreciate me, Weaver. I have a way of growing on people. Your overlord may be all-powerful, but he is not all-knowing. That would be my department.